I was saying I broadcast a second ago, but it didn't take. Let's see, copy Discord.
Work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Hut.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run.
Right.
And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strengths, which is guarding against the air attack.
So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze, 52 yards. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At their own 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Gonna get this underneath to Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cut, cut.
On play action, Love to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Set, ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down in the field.
Been the air attack has gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw is Williams. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, Williams. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There again is Thomas. They go to the line. Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. To the air once more, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Then you got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Come on.
Love from the gun. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Here's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Over the middle here, called in by Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. To the air again, Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
45. White. Check, huh?
Love now. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. That's taken in by Golden. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Level sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
There's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Here's a diving catch right side. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, when the dime worked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Love looking to throw it. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Swing that out wide to Jacobs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third down and 6.
Ready?
Again, it's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play action this time with Love. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
With real milk and play, but it tastes unreal. Natural Blend.
4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again here, Williams. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw, it's Williams. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love, they go play action now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
To throw now, here's Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Inside the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now had the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bears 42. Packers 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well,
this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game,
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 57 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw, Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he isn't get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Williams going to look to throw again. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing. Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yellow, 20.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looking to throw is Williams. He gets it to Thomas. He's got room to roam. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bears have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 20 run. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Is he doing what?
Love now. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they
You were only supposed to take your ID shit. You're busy.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. And he'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
It should be good.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the room with him.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready, sit up, there you get that, yes. Punch first.
To the air once more, Williams. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Guys, punch first. Think that, yes.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. To throw once more, here's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And the Bears, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 63, Packers 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Breaks through the contact. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads